Hey guys, I'm Marissa. So, I'm going to read something that I wrote, and it is called I Define Me, and hopefully you can relate to it in some form or another. So, here we go. I have a friend who was called fat when she was 12 years old. I have a friend who was bullied all through elementary school because she was a little different. I have a friend who has been made fun of because she laughs at everything and her laugh is loud and distracting. I have a friend who was told that she was too fat to ride a bike while fucking riding a bike. I have a friend who didn't like her body because of all the boys in her class made fun of her. All the time. That friend is me. That friend was me. But today, I truly love myself. I really do. I love my weirdness and my crazy personality. I love my laugh because half the time it's funnier than the joke itself because it's loud. I am who I am today because of how I reacted to my past and not my past itself. I could have easily become a depressed teenager and hated my life enough to end it. I could have cried myself to sleep for a whole year because of their harsh words. But no, only one night of crying myself to sleep made an impact on me. Me crying myself to sleep because I was upset about what somebody else said to me would not change anything. It wouldn't take back what they said, and crying wouldn't make me forget. Crying over something I cannot directly change is not productive, so why do it? Crying over someone's words and crying over something I cannot positively influence as a young 13-year-old girl. But what is productive is the fact that I didn't allow those harsh words to define me. I did not allow those people's actions and ignorant remarks towards me define who I am. Sure, I've been used and abused by all sorts of people in my life and in my past, but that does not define how I view the general population. It is how I react to these unfortunate events in my past, and it is how I react in a positive way and not a negative. Those events do not define me, and those people do not define who I am. I define me, and I define who I am. So, you know that lady who was in front of you in line at the coffee shop the other day? Well, she hates herself because of what some girl said to her in high school 20 years ago. And you know that parent of your friend who never comes to any of the sporting events to support their child? Well, that's because they're afraid to face the environment that they were bullied in. Now, take destiny into your own hands. As cliche as that sounds, it's true. This is your life, and you need to live it for you. It's time to take all those negatives out of your life, and it's time to learn from your past experiences. You don't want 20 years to pass by, and when you look back, you haven't accomplished any of your goals because of what some person said to you who is now invalid. You are beautiful. I am beautiful. And we are all fucking beautiful. So don't let those ignorant bastards of the world define who you are and determine who you will become. Challenge it. And challenge yourself to do something new. Personal growth is one of the most accomplished feelings in the world. I know. You have to stop living your life by everyone else's standards, and you need to live by your own. You define your own standards, not the boy who didn't call you back or the best friend who stabbed you in the back. You define your own happiness, not the stranger down the street or your manager, and not the actions of your friends on social media, and not the amount of likes on your Instagram or the amount of retweets on your last wise words of the day. You define your happiness, not those materialistic things. You define who you are, and not those discouraging mentors or teachers, and not those bullies in school, and not your popularity on social media. They do not define you. You define you. You define yourself. So who are you? Thanks, guys.